going to make apple mint chutney. Chutney is such a wonderful condiment that goes well with a lot of different dishes. It's savory, sweet, and spicy all at the same time. It's normally eaten in Indian cuisine with samosas, pakoras, aloo tikki, and as well as as a side dish with curry dishes. However, it can go well with many other types of dishes such as meats, fish, chicken, etc. So let's talk about the ingredients we're using today. Very, very simple, basic ingredients that are available to all of us at any given time. We have mint. This is leaves of mint that I've taken off the stems. Cup and a half, couple of cups of mint leaves. And it's not a science as far as measurement is concerned. You can have a little less or a little more. It all depends on the intensity of the flavor. We have half an onion. This is a sweet onion. And half a chopped green apple. The spices that go into it are basically I'm going to use some sea salt, garam masala, and I may use a little bit of cayenne to add a touch of spice. And we have two types of balsamic vinegar here, the dark balsamic and white balsamic. Normally when I make the apple mint chutney, I will use either red onion or white sweet onion. If I use red onion, I will use the dark balsamic vinegar because it complements the colors. Today, because I'm using white sweet onion, I prefer to use the white balsamic vinegar. So we'll have a nice, beautiful, fresh, light green color. So we're going to put all of these ingredients and the spices into our food processor, and then we're going to whip it up. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So the food processor is ready, and I've put the onions and apples and now the mint all in. Going to throw in about a tablespoon of the white balsamic. And you know, you can always adjust the flavor. I choose to put a little less initially, and then you can always add a little more. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. You can simply use ground coriander instead of garam masala. Garam masala has many different ground up spices, so if you don't have access to that, just use ground coriander. And about 1/3 of a teaspoon of good quality sea salt. All we're going to do now is turn it on. And make the chutney. And you'll need to take it out, take the lid off and mix it up a little bit. And it looks like we're going to add a little bit more balsamic vinegar in here to give it a little more, to liquefy it slightly. So I'm going to add about a 1/2 tablespoon more. Pulse. The consistency of a chutney is definitely personal choice. You can have it like this, which is less smooth, a little, I wouldn't call it chunky, but the consistency is more granular. Or you can have it smoother by leaving it, processing it a bit longer. looks like it's the consistency that I want it to be. And just going to have a little taste test to see if it needs anything else. I really don't think it needs anything. It tastes beautiful. So let's take it out into our serving dish. And the quantity of ingredients that we use today, as you can see, gives you about 3/4 of a cup. A nice size serving for your table. And it looks beautiful. The color, the consistency, and I have to tell you, the flavor. It's really, really zesty, tangy, with sweetness from the balsamic vinegar, a little bit of spice from the garam masala. I chose not to add cayenne to it this time. And it's wonderfully fresh. The mint and the onion and the balsamic, and of course the apple really complement each other. And this would be a beautiful condiment to go with many different types of appetizers, or to go with your main fish or meat dish. So simple, fresh, lovely. Enjoy. And one thing to remember is that chutney doesn't have to be consumed and the leftover thrown out. I typically will make it and keep it in the fridge for up to a week, and because of the balsamic vinegar and the salt, it doesn't go bad very quickly. Definitely can keep it in the fridge for a few days and enjoy it a little bit longer if you have any leftovers.